You know, recently I rediscovered a song which I used to listen to. And I rediscovered this song through a meme which actually my friend showed me. I don't really look at memes anymore, but we were talking about like band fails when bands have like went onto a live performance and failed in some way. And he started telling me about a live performance of Killing in the Name where the BBC told the band that they are not allowed to swear. And the funniest thing about that is the song is entirely based around fuck the establishment, we're going to do what we want. So initially they started performing the song and they were being good boys and they weren't like swearing, but right at the end of the performance, the song goes, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me, over and over and over and over again, and they performed it while fully swearing. And it's really funny, I'll actually show you the clip now.
I won't do what you tell me. I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Fuck you, I won't do what you
Get rid of it. Sorry, we needed to get rid of that because that suddenly turned into something we were not, we were expecting it and asked them not to do it and they did it anyway.
Just cutting away from the performance and like, oh, sorry about that, guys. Didn't think that would happen. What do you expect? The song is about, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. And you're gonna tell them that they can't swear during their performance. Who would have seen that coming? Anyway, that was really funny. And then I started to re-listen to the song and I was like, fucking just jamming in my room like, yeah, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. And I sort of tapped into this like, sort of anarchist side of my personality where I'm like, yeah, just fuck everything, man, you know? And that really got me thinking. This anarchist, anti-establishment kind of movement was all based around not following the status quo. And it was also nihilistic in its nature. And then I started to think like, where's nihilism at now? Because it used to be these like punk rock, anti-establishment, fuck you, fuck the police, fuck authority, I'll do what I want. But now nihilism is the black pill. And I remember when I discovered the black pill, I was actually in a Discord server with some of my gamer friends. And there was this guy in the server who I just found to be really insufferable. I had started my self-improvement journey and I was full of like, you know, optimism and hope and like, oh, things do get better. I'm seeing it in my own life. I've started to go to the gym. I've started to put a conscious effort into feeling grateful and leveling up my social skills. I'm starting to get some tangible results, but we're talking about this in this Discord server and this guy is just completely and utterly like just black and white. Like everything sucks. The world is out to get you. You can't make any tangible progress. If you're ugly, you're screwed. Money won't help anything. It's all just based around like your genetics and like your ability to manipulate women and all of this just horrible nihilistic garbage. And I just found this guy to be so insufferable. What the fuck happened to nihilism? I know there's downsides to having either one of these sort of nihilistic tendencies. These guys can be very antisocial and like uncalculated and they can cause issues. They also like usually smelt a bit and dyed their hair random colors and shit. But at least at the end of that stage, once they've matured through it, which always happens, you would at least have some character about you. You would have a bit of edginess about you, which would actually be like quite endearing to your personality. You've had experiences for sure. You've got stories to tell. You would usually be a bit more socially outgoing. And then at the end of your arc, you realize that for you to actually make any sort of positive change in the world, it isn't by just revolting and rebelling like that, but it's actually just becoming the best version of yourself you could possibly be. And that's your best chance of having any sort of positive impact on the world. And that comes from first building yourself up and then giving to the people around you. And by going through this arc, despite having like a bit of an autist edgy era of your life, you would still have some good prospects going forward and you would have like a good chance at life. But nihilism now is very different. Nihilism now is just hating your life, hating women, and blaming everyone but yourself for your own circumstances, and taking zero action, being insanely selfish, and just constantly complaining as well. It's just mind-numbing. I know which one I would rather be, because the problem is with nihilism nowadays, aka the a lot of these guys, they completely rot away their early developmental years and then they fall into terrible habits and terrible belief systems, which a lot fail to escape from. A lot of these guys genuinely believe that they're never going to be happy, they're never going to have any success with women, they're never going to have a good circle of friends, all because their belief systems are completely fucked up and it's working entirely against them. And the problem with this belief system is it actually removes the reward away from you for actually doing good things with your life, which means you have no reason to do anything good at all. And it's a very concerning place to be, because you either amount to nothing and you live a terrible, awful, non-important existence, or even worse, you end up doing something terrible and heinous to try and gather any sort of feeling of importance in your life. What happened? My theory is that the difference between nihilism back then versus nihilism now is our testosterone levels is certainly one factor, and I'd say quite a big factor. I could theorize further, but I think the attack on our hormone profiles is very deliberate. They would rather you have man boobs, no mental clarity, and wank 6 times a day while playing League of Legends for 12 hours a day than you causing any sort of issues, which is what was happening with this era of nihilism, where people were saying, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. They don't give a fuck if you get no attention from girls. They don't give a fuck if you don't live a happy and fulfilled life. And they don't give a fuck if you die of heart failure by the age of 30, or if you kill yourself before you even reach 30. They don't care. They would rather go to war with your hormone profile than deal with any shit that comes from people becoming conscious of themselves and realizing that the systems are all fucked up and they work against them. They would rather you just give up rather than try and do something about it. Truth be told, you're cattle to them. It is you versus them. They don't care about you at all. And if you want to continue to throw 2 middle fingers up to them, there is only one thing that you can do, and that is to self-improve. Become stronger mentally, physically, spiritually. Build the people up around you, winners like winners. Find God. Find a sense of higher purpose. Fuck you. I will not be cattle. I won't be a part of your machine, and I won't be a victim of it. There is no other choice. If you choose to give up, they win. You've lost the war. If you want to learn how to make money online from the comfort of your bedroom or traveling the world with your laptop, I can teach you with over 500 of my students through video editing. And as you can see on screen, we're getting excellent results inside of my academy. You could be next. Take care, boys.